The expansion of the Pro Football Hall of Fame that we undertook, we actually called it the Future 50 Project. We were 50 years old, and we're coming up on 50 years old, and we wanted to do something that would provide for the next future 50 years.
This is a museum. This is a Hall of Fame. This is not just another building. This building potentially is going to be here 100+ years from now. So it's got to be built right. It's got to be built to handle lots of people using the facility over a long period of time.
We needed to significantly expand the building. We also needed to address something that had never been addressed before in the history of the Pro Football Hall of Fame, and that was to provide an environmental control system in the building that would provide a proper temperature and humidity for the long-term preservation of documents and artifacts. We were looking for someone that would bring creativity, someone who had a track record, that they could think outside the box, and that they specifically had expertise in this area of environmental control system for a museum environment. And as we happened to talk with the Welty folks, we were very impressed that that's what they could bring to the table, and it turned out to be accurate.
Football Hall of Fame was complicated for a couple reasons. One, the scheduling had multiple phases, and you had to completely leave the project for several weeks for the induction ceremony to happen.
I'm sure it was a challenge for Welty to completely shut everything down after the first phase so that we could conduct our enshrinement ceremony, which, as you know, is a nationally televised, internationally popular event. And then immediately after the enshrinement ceremonies were completed and everyone had flown back home, then we restarted the project and got it completed in time to have a ribbon cutting before the next enshrinement ceremony.
Out of the challenges we faced on this project, one of them was, how do we change this facility, but we keep it open? The Welty team sat down with us and explained to us, this is the phasing. We're going to move artifacts out of one room that we're going to renovate, and we're going to take some other space that you have, and we're going to create a new exhibit area. You could come in here, and every artifact, every exhibit that we had before construction, you could still see. So for the untrained eye, you thought, this is just the regular museum.
Welty did that in a way that was seamless to the people coming in. They did a phenomenal job in scheduling the work and scheduling locations of the work so that it worked around our ongoing business operation. We never shut down. We didn't shut down one single day during the course of this 2-year construction.
The Welty team, they took care of this building as if they were taking care of their own, as if they were a guest in someone's home. They treated it with the respect and with the care that it deserved.
When fans drive up, they get out of their cars and they literally say, wow. And then they come through the door and they look again and they say, wow. And hopefully throughout their tour of the museum, that repeats itself over and over and over again.
Working with the Welty team to finish this Future 50 project, one of the things that really came out of it is, hey, we could work with them again. We can do some great things together. And when you're already thinking about the next project that's not even on the drawing board yet, because this is the comfort level I have, this is how they took care of us, I mean, it gets everybody excited. So whatever those projects are in the future, just look forward to having the Welty team as part of the Hall of Fame team.
I was contacted shortly after our project ended by companies who were seeking a recommendation with respect to utilizing Welty. And I said, without hesitation, if I were doing this project over again, it would be with Welty. And I recommended as high as I possibly could. For a project this size and this complicated, it was super, super, super smooth. It was done on time, on budget, and the results exceeded our expectations.
Now that construction is complete, I guess, being able to look back and you enjoy the building a little bit, and you take a breath and think, wow, look at what all of us did, because it really was a team effort. This is the Hall of Fame, but it really is a Welty building, and we're just very, very proud that we were together throughout this entire process.